getting killed.
Oh no.
Okay.
Not again. I think the fusion core got sniped actually a while ago.
Yes. So all he has here that can produce is the starport. He has this 2 BC here. That's his last 2 units. And
very nice transfuses coming down as well from Nameless. We'll be able to let one spore take damage quite a bit.
Right,
well played.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I think this is just a loss because the build orders it was just hard countered, right?
Yeah, it's definitely that factor to throw it.
In fact, I myself,
yeah.
In fact, I myself I've played this 2 BC build before, and sometimes if the Zerg scouts it, right, he will almost always hard counter it with a Roach Rush. So yeah.
Always take a little bit of a risk when you go for these types of cheeses.
Yeah.
Right, we shall await our next map.
Also, surprisingly, actually, Nameless, he's the one that took the game, considering DarkVoid is statistically he's the better player, right?
Yeah. Statistically he's a better player. He already beat Nameless earlier.
Yeah.
And we were saying a little bit, both players might have adapted a little based on their earlier match, but
yeah, definitely.
I think Nameless switched up his play a bit better.
Yes. If I'm not wrong, the previous 2 games, DarkVoid went for BCs as well, right?
He went for BCs one game. The other game he went for, I believe, a Marauder Hellbat push.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, both games were kind of Nameless going a little bit greedy, not just having barely enough to defend, and yeah, DarkVoid from there took control of the map, had a bit of an advantage, and continued to pick Nameless apart.
Yeah, TVZ is a very tempo-based matchup, so it's sometimes some small advantages they just stack up and they snowball, and it gets out of hand very fast.
Such is life. Guess that's StarCraft for you.
But in the current meta, actually TVZ at the highest level, it's currently favoring the Terrans because of the Broodlord Infestor nerf.
Yep.
I've been playing some mech myself recently as well. I used to be a diehard bio player, but since the new nerfs, I decided to give mech a try, and it's really good.
Interesting. I'm definitely that diehard bio player as well. I've not tried to play mech yet, but I'm considering it very much so, especially with how strong whatchamacallit.
Yeah, the Taurs, right? Yeah, in the late game, yeah.
So that's pretty hard for the Zerg player to deal with.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, I'm inclined to agree.
So the only kind of playstyle that sort of really counters it is, I suppose, Viper Lurker style. So you use Abducts to just yank the Taurs into the Lurkers, and you start picking off the army slowly.
There is. I kind of wish that with how motherships, right? They got the heroic tech, so they're capping neural parasite. I kind of wish there was a similar thing, but with Abduct. But for massive.
Yeah. Yes. Well, because as a Terran player, the only way to deal with that, I suppose, is to get Ghost and EMP the Vipers. Yeah, but it's really hard to control the late game army.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Vipers are fairly counterable, whether you go for Thors or Vikings or Ghosts, but at the same time, if you mess up, man, that Viper is gonna bring doom to the rest of your army.
Yeah, Saro actually, he's one of the only Zergs that can master the style, Vipers and Lurkers, but it's really strong against the mech play.
That's why Cyril is up there.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're in game 2 between Nameless and DarkVoid. So spawning here at the bottom right-hand corner, we have Nameless.
And in the top left-hand corner of the map, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, he was able to beat his opponent 2-0 earlier today, but now he's down one map in this best of 3 series. Could be the last map of his life, not his life, sorry. That's a little bit dramatic. Could be the last map of his tournament run. We have the pink Protoss representing Guns N' Roaches, DarkVoid.
So for those of you that's just joining in, this is the decided match, and this whoever wins this match will advance and play in the semifinals.
That's a lot of high stakes here coming into this map.
So we see Nameless here. He's deciding to just open up hatch first and probably going to go into gas. Yep. And on the other side of the map, here we have the standard Reaper expand also.
Dude, those are my favorite matches.
Yes. Alright, so the SCV scout coming in again. Playing very cautiously, doesn't want to get having an early pull and getting rushed.
I don't think he's gonna risk that 2 starport build either.
Yeah, definitely not. So. Okay.
Just wait with bated breath. What are you gonna go for, buddy? I see you got your natural. You're gonna go for the Reaper expand? That's cool. I like Reaper expand. What's next? Supply depot, yeah. That's a good choice. I like the supply depot. So it's a nice choice, man. Yeah, going for next. So we go for.
So really hope that we can see some bio play out of our Terran player here.
You and me both, buddy. You and me both. It's gonna get coming out. Oh, it's not gonna be in time to ignite its 3rd. Or will it?
Oh, that's just a bit too late.
But this does tip DarkVoid off that the 3rd opponent will be going a bit more greedy.
Yeah.
See how he reacts there. Nice pull back from Nameless. Not gonna risk his lings just yet.
So far, nothing forced yet. Alright, the Queen spawns and the Reaper is deflected. Okay.
Goodbye.
Okay, he's laying the first tumor down. Okay, the Reaper. Okay, it's gonna attempt to snipe it. Okay, but a nice link pull. Yes. So it's really frustrating if the first tumor gets sniped, right?
It's honestly one of the more. It's honestly pretty exciting. Kind of hold your breath kind of moment in the early game.
Yeah.
Where you think, oh, can you get it? Oh, no. The rush doesn't last that long, but it's there for a while.
Yeah. Alright, we see a more standard opening now. This for our Terran player here in pink. So he's just going to add it and no proxy starports this time.
Well, it might not be a proxy starport, but it could always be that fusion core.
Okay, so
it's not too late.
Overlord speed is gonna complete soon. He's gonna get a good look inside the main base here.
Ooh, that's a medevac coming out from DarkVoid.
That's interesting.
Oh, it'll be...
Yeah, there's no Marauders, right?
It's a Hellion drop.
It's an armory. There's an armory.
Hellion drop into Hellbats.
Yeah.
And this could be devastating if you're Nameless right now, especially considering how greedy he's gone.
Yeah, he's gone on 3 base, and okay, he's getting some links now, but the Overlord should have scouted the armory, so he knows that this is coming. Let's see how.
Actually, he's gonna move forward with some Marines. So he's a Hellbat Marine push?
Ah, yes. There's actually not much units, and the Bailing Nest is just against this. Right? There's a couple of links, but it's not enough against all these Hellbats.
Yeah, against that many. You should obviously see Marauders, which is why I think it's a little bit strange that it's Marines.
Yeah, so we have
trying to rationalize it.
Yeah, we have 5 Queens here in total, but they're getting isolated, so 3 of them...
Ooh, very nice. Very nice transfuse and a good split by DarkVoid. But this does also open up a lot of his Hellbats to get surrounded.
Yeah.
Not gonna be enough, though.
Target fires the medevac down, that's important.
Definitely is, but I don't think there's enough left here for Nameless.
Yeah, there's 24 links on the production.
That might be what he needs.
Some of them are just getting picked off when they spawn, and the Banelings, they're quite exposed here.
They're still a while away, but these Queens So if they're able to kite, so long as they're able to soften up these Hellbats enough, the Lynx can just come in and clean up. It'll be a
I think
heck of a lot
eventually
easier for
he
them.
should have enough here, but it's just a matter of how much is he gonna lose.
Well, we shall see. The Banelings do manage to clean out the Hellbats, but there are even more Hellions here.
Yeah, I think he has held this, right? Oh, drone transfer, that's a bit vicious. If he's paying attention, he can target fire.
A little bit.
Alright.
It's also a Liberator, but it is a very quick evacuation by Nameless. Alright, Nameless has actually held, and he hasn't lost a lot. He hasn't lost that much.
Yeah, so if we look at the grand scheme of things, now their worker counts they're about even. However, if we look at the timing of their third base, only now is the third CC being constructed for our Terran player here, so he's definitely behind.
Absolutely, especially considering that opening was meant to do massive damage.
Yeah.
Without getting that done, that's just basically all the momentum out of DarkVoid's pushes.
Yes. Also, it seems that Nameless here, he's gonna try to play a macro game. See the double Evo chambers here? Maybe some.
Oh, my game just...
Yeah, same here. Oh no.
I think it's me. I'm getting the what's it called?
Yeah.
The circle. I'm hoping... it's not responding for me.
It's your internet, right? Or is it your game?
No, it's my game. It's crashed.
Could you
I could, but I couldn't come back.
Oh no.
I'll just... So, sorry about this. You're gonna have to solo cast or...
Oh, that's alright.
Oh, he's not alone.
Yeah, there we go.
I was buried here the whole time.
Every now and then, man, the computer just runs out of RAM.
The computer decided it was too awesome and exploded.
Yeah.
Did you spill coffee on your computer?
My lawyer says I'm allowed to not answer that.
Alright, that's it.
Okay, well, LazyTitian, I guess it's you and me.
Yeah. Alright, so here in the Terran base we can see there's already 5 factories, so it's gonna be the mech player again.
It's gonna be that mobile battle mech style that he used
so he's
very,
actually
very
doing some
effectively.
catch up now. He's building a very fast 4th CC on top of the 3rd that's not even completed yet.
That's almost Singaporean levels of ambition, isn't it? Oh, let's build the next project. Let's build the next one. Let's build the next one. Okay, you go ahead first.
Yeah, okay, so we see the infestation pit coming up, so he probably knows, since this is a rematch between these two players, he probably knows the tendencies of DarkVoid going to back, so one of the counters is just Sword Post and Infestor, especially against this Battle Mech stuff. Yeah,
that was the big mistake he made in the previous game, because he had no Infestors, and the Battle Mech just traded out beautifully every single time.
Yeah.
Okay,
this is actually making 2 kills, wow.
Yeah, 2 queens too, that's good about love. Oh, another fight down here. There's another fight. Okay, but he's not going to be able to reach the drone line in time.
Yeah.
He gets a couple of overloads though. Indeed. You know, one thing a lot of people don't consider, I think maybe today you also saw it, is that most people, you know, they go on the ladder, they play one game and they're done. Maybe they get a rematch. But for these two players, they've played a lot of games.
Yeah, okay, so the Lynx, they're trying to get us around here.
Oh, there's not enough space, he's gonna hit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice control here from
DarkVoid. He actually gets out alive. This is ambitious, he's gonna try again.
Yeah, okay, so... Okay, seems that DarkVoid now, he's actually ahead because the Zerg player, although just previously he held off the Albert push decently, but however he did not capitalize on it and his upgrades are quite slow. He has 2 Evo chambers, but he somehow only starts up +1 range.
How on earth is the Terran this far ahead? Okay, maybe he's gonna drop down.
Good splits.
Very good splits. Okay, now he just needs to kite. He'll trade very effectively.
Cyclone's kiting.
Okay, I guess we're gonna get a fight all game. Oh, can he target down the die? It's probably too risky, right?
That was fast. Okay,
but
not yet.
Split.
Yeah.
They take a lot of pot shots on the way out. Backfield accelerator halfway done.
Yeah, okay. He needs to reinforce. But I think just now the main problem was that actually DarkVoid, he had a healthy SCTV count. It was just the fact that his third base was delayed, so he was sort of oversaturated. But now that he went for third base and he built a fast fourth base that was not punished, he's sort of just catched up. Right, so I don't think the Zerg has enough units. Bailing speed is not even done.
This is mind-boggling. I just checked the units lost tab. He has lost 0 SCVs and he's on 79. Whereas the Zerg is only on 58. There goes another base.
There goes another base. So against a Terran, you always want it to be one base up, right? So now the Terran is comfortably on 3 base and actually has 5 command centers.
Yep, you want to be one base up, you want to be 10 workers ahead, and the Zerg's now neither of these things.
Well, I see 3 more factories coming up here.
His macro is on point. That Terran mechanics.
Yeah, the upgrades are actually a bit lacking here for our Terran player. He's got +1 armor finish and he's doing +2 armor now, but not any upgrades for his weapons.
Oh wait, he might get flanked. He's gonna get hit by the Zergling shit. It comes out to the
He's
split.
actually gonna get surrounded. There's not enough Hellions.
Oh, it loses quite a few, but okay, the Bailey are still rolling forward. They might hit the Cyclones. If they hit the Cyclones, that's a lot of gas.
I just don't think that Zerg has enough here.
No, he does not, but
well, that's a shame, right? Because all the Hellions went down, so if you had enough Zerglings, it's just gonna surround the Cyclones and that's it. But
he did not.
Yeah.
Okay, now DarkVoid is floating a lot of minerals. He needs to take these gases up here.
Yeah, okay, so there's a Nidus here, so it seems that he might be trying to do a Nidus play. But actually, if we look at this game, the creep spread it's really not good, right? It's just barely coming out. It's not even in the middle of the map.
I mean, DarkVoid has been being like a good, auntie, going out, cleaning it up, pushing it back, making sure that the Zerg does not get any hope of getting getting that damn purple stuff out there.
Well, actually, now Nameless is going for some Swarm Host, and I don't like this because Swarm Host is good against the Siege Tank based mech, but against Battle mech it's not that good because the Cyclones and Hellions they can kill
and I still don't see no Infestor.
Yeah, there's no Infestors.
He's
getting another 4th base and the Nidus here.
Let's see what it does.
Oh, it's actually right beside the planet.
It took a pot shot from the... Oh, that would have been amazing if the planetary... Okay, but...
So the Hellion comes here.
Can he stop it?
You need to repair.
He's not repairing! It's gonna go down!
Oh, no.
Oh, no, it's because he was fighting down here.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
Seems like he's gonna deny the Zerg's 4th base.
He just lost a bunch of Hellions to Locust.
Yeah, but I think in the grand scheme of things, the Terran player here is still ahead.
Yeah, it's still ahead, but that move certainly put Zerg a little bit
finally,
towards...
we see some Infestors coming out.
Oh, this could be... Wait,
yeah,
where?
But I think it's too late, right?
Where are the Infestors? Wait.
There's one in the main.
He's got one sand Infestor. It's the Dirt Fester from Carbon Animations.
There's just not enough here from the Zerg.
Yeah, this Zerg army is gonna get destroyed without reinforcements. Okay, reinforcements are coming in. Okay, so DarkVoid. But again, remember, while all this is happening, DarkVoid has no gas. He's got a lot of CCs, a lot of minerals, but he's got no gas.
Yeah, well, that's one of the downsides playing mech, right? So Cyclones, they're actually pretty expensive.
Yeah. Here comes the death push. A bunch of...
On the other side of the map, there's a Swarm Host. See if we can pull the army back.
But in the meantime, the first, DarkVoid's first armored core is moving across the map.
He has already transitioned to siege tanks and we see 6 Tors now on the production. I think this is it.
Oh, is he gonna snipe the thing? Is he gonna snipe the Nidus one? Oh, but the tanks are caught on the ramp. Okay, now he's cutting forward. But the Swarm Hosts have been released.
He doesn't even need to siege up, he just has so much.
This is beautiful. He sieges up just 3 and he's not gonna blast his way forward.
112 army supply to 81.
The Swarm Hosts have no way. Yeah, the Swarm Hosts have no way back home. She's just being annihilated. Those tanks will, I guess, the trading. The tanks right out of Gadog are really showing their worth. They drove all the way here and now they're blasting through the hatchery. I don't know. Oh, look at this! It's a Thor parade. 22.
Okay, there's a way for Locust. Okay, he might be able to clean this up, but there's still a lot of Hellbats.
Yeah, but the damage has been done. This one Infestor is gonna do... Is it gonna die? Nope.
Okay, yeah, so he cleans it up, but so what? If we look at the other side of the map, Terran is on 4 bases and look at the production, it's just
Yep, he's got his
non-stop lag
gas.
coming out.
He's got his gas, he's got the supplies in his advantage. How many CCs does DarkVoid have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes, he has
7.
3 normal CCs and he has 4 orbital and 1 planetary. So,
I count 8.
yeah, well that's 8. Yeah, it's 8.
He has 8 CCs. He might as well go full Zerg at this point. I think every single.
I think at this point he can start sacrificing some of his workers. He's at 66. I think it would be fair if he just kill half of them and go for maxed out.
I would love to see if he just like pulled all his workers because they can still repair, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there goes that. Okay, does he only have 1 infestor? Yeah. So the Dumbfester is here, apparently leading the army, and oh, the infestor's about to go down. I don't know why I care so much. Oh, the infestor just disappeared into the game, but this was a fresh.
That's it.
Well done. Well, Nameless doing his very best to play to the bitter end. Oh.
Alright, that's it.
Oh.
Game goes to DarkVoid. Okay, so actually, now if we go back, right? So what exactly went wrong for this player? So he held off the Hellbat push, yes, but it wasn't that clean of a hole. He didn't lose that many workers, but he sort of lost a lot of queens and he produced a lot of Zerglings. So after that, he didn't manage to capitalize on the fact that DarkVoid is going greedy. He had 4 CCs at one point, and there's no counter attack. In fact, if he were to send his units across the map at that point, he could have denied the third, right?
He would have denied the third and then won the game in short order.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I think this really comes to the point of playing in this kind of tournament, which is that these guys are probably exhausted at this point.
Yeah, definitely.
Nameless has been up since the very beginning. He was casting, as you saw. DarkVoid came online at I think at least 3 or 4 p.m. So he's been practicing. He's been going at it. It's turning into a beautiful like slugfest.
Yeah.
Because both of them are making a lot of mistakes, but you can't really blame them.
Definitely, yeah. So actually now looking at the graphs, right? In terms of resource collection, actually, DarkVoid has been like ahead of time because although the Zerg didn't lose many workers from that, but he was forced to make a lot of Zerglings, and when you create workers, so he just didn't have enough production for his workers compared to the 4 CCs of DarkVoid.
You're absolutely right. I mean, there were a lot of.
So it seems that we're gonna have this final match here between.
Yeah, I've sent you the lobby invite. Did you get it?
At this point, it seems clear that DarkVoid is determined to play Mac every game.
He is determined to get to the semis, to taste a little bit more of that GSL and to actually earn himself a little bit of money, which was, something nice. I gotta say, I'm still very pleased how this tournament came out. Again, thanks for playing.
Thanks for hosting and creating this tournament. It's really nice.
No, it's amazing. Like we started with a pretty darn good PvP, and now we're ending on a pretty darn good CVT. See, here's the thing. It's not. If you look at gameplay, it's bad, but you understand why.
Yeah.
This is really those two prize fighters that have been like beating each other out for a while, and then they're now coming back into it. For those who are wondering why we haven't started, Space Marine has requested that we hang on a sec. So okay, he needs to look at his replay and get investors.
Yeah.
Okay, he's ready. Okay, so once this Carbon Zergling says we're good to go. It's really all coming down to this to this one match.
Yeah. So whoever wins this game, in fact, will get to advance to the semi-final.
They get the honor of playing Psycho.
Oh, well, I don't think that's gonna be enjoyable for either of them here. Psycho is pretty good, right?
Well, he got out first of his group. What do you think?
Yeah.
Now, Psycho. Again, the groups were drawn completely at random, and it just so happened that Psycho and Lobo, who are the two GM.
Yeah.
I think the only 4 GMs in Singapore. Psycho, Lobo, Blisk, and Revenant. Blisk is currently playing in the Australian League.
Yeah. I see.
Wait, I need to message.
Alright.
Good to go in lobby. Yeah, so Revenant is kind of I
heard that Blisk is gonna cast the grand finals.
You are correct.
Nice. Alright, so I actually had the honor to play against him before. Well, needless to say, I got crushed, but he's really solid, and glad that for me as a player, I'm glad that he's not in this tournament because there's one extra obstacle for me.
Where did he crush you?
I think it was a tournament last year. It might have been a South. I think it's a Southeast Asia tournament.
WESG.
It was I forgot because it was towards the end of last year.
That sounds like WESG.
No, I think
not
it might
WESG.
have. No. It might have been the WCS qualifiers.
Oh.
Yeah, but I'm not too sure. It's been a while.
Okay. How did your match go?
Oh well, it didn't go well. He held all my aggression and he just killed me.
Did I load Game Heart?
Sorry?
Did I load Game Heart?
I'm not sure. No, I don't think so, right?
Okay.
Game paused.
Seems that we need to restart here. Okay, since we're gonna restart here. Oh, it's okay. It happens.
This is the last time for me tonight to make this mistake.
Yeah, it's a long day for you, right?
There was game. Okay, forget it. Let's do this again.
All right. You have been here the whole day.
This was my bright idea, right?
Yeah.
For me to sit my butt on this chair for since 2 p.m.
First match I started tuning in to watch was actually between I think it was Noble and Scruffy, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, that was the Lobo Scruffy would be. Oh, that was the last match, wasn't it? No. Yeah, that was the last match when Lobo killed the Terror to move on. Yeah, that was the last match of the group.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta thank everyone else who also came into cast. Like when I saw the original schedule, I had no casters at that time. I did not have Yakut. I did not have DMZ had not confirmed. And I was like, so I gotta cast 20 StarCraft games by myself, and it turned out the community came together. The community came together. I've had a couple of breaks in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were not quote unquote supposed to be here, right?
Yeah. Well, it's fun casting actually.
Yeah, I hope that again in the future, the community can come together. We
definitely.
do have more tournaments in the future.
Yeah.
Funding will be an issue. I'm gonna put this up front because I can't do this on my own forever. It's unsustainable.
Yeah.
But even small prize pools, again, I'm gonna talk about the future right after this match. Once, hold on, Space Marine hasn't confirmed.
Yeah. Well, recently, if I'm not wrong, some esports organizations or some foundations or some kind of association, they set up this kind of thing in Singapore. So maybe in terms of funding, they could actually be of some help.
We could try.
Yeah.
There's definitely. Yeah, you go ahead first.
Yeah. Ever since Blisk he won, he got second at the SEA Games. So actually, the government is actually trying to maybe put more effort into esports now.
Was he the only one who won?
Oh, he actually got second at the.
No. Like among the other Singaporean games, was he the only one to get silver?
I'm not sure, but on the news I only saw him. So I think he's the only Singaporean that won something at.
Yeah, it could be. It could be.
Alright. Okay, so final match here of the day. The winner of this match gets to advance in the semi-finals. And spawning here at the bottom left hand, DarkVoid.
Yep. Okay, so these guys have played probably more games against each other than any two strangers before this day. Their match, it's still in favor of DarkVoid, but all Nameless needs to do here is win. And probably tell Pig about it. Yeah, it's been an amazing day. You are right about that in terms of talking to organizations. I have talked to Skoga, one of the Singapore Esports Associations. They did promote it on their Facebook page. Please help me go and like it after this. Since they were willing to put it out there. Yeah, but beyond that, one thing is talking about the bigger sponsors, talking about Resurgence, Razer.
The scene here is quite small, right? So I think if you want it has to be some Southeast Asia together with Australia kind of events.
Yeah, that's not the lie. But the other thing that I really want to do is look, people like you and me again. I don't know if you're working, I don't know if you're studying, but if just the raw community can put together, call it $100 for a prize pool. I'll do it. I'll say that, look guys, it's $100. I didn't put in any money. The fans put in the money. Do you want to play?
Yeah.
We'll find people. We'll have more of these.
Yeah, alright, so now, it seems that we have very standard plays here, very standard openers. So we have for Zerg, he went ahead, and for our Terran player, he's just going for the fasting spell. It seems that the openers, there's not much diversity across all these games.
Yeah, I mean, it is the last match of the night. Do you really want to? Do you really want to pull a classic?
Well, it's risky, right?
Oh, it's risky, but it just.
And there's a factory going down.
I've given up on hoping for bio.
Yeah.
I've given up on that. But hey, he's playing. He's got a chance.
Yeah. So he's taking another guess. More normal here. Okay, the Reaper here he gets one Zergling. The Queen is gonna deflect it. Okay.
Yep, one Zergling. First blood to the Terran. Take that, you filthy.
So he's trying to get a Crypt Tumor, right?
Yep.
But
it's one Zergling less. Can he get it? No.
It's too late.
Foul Xenos. Okay. Oh, he just misses the denial on the third base, and he's going Hellions again. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So now we actually see a Tech Lab starting up here. Maybe he wants to go for that. Maybe some Banshees or BCs even, or maybe just the Marauder Hellbat push.
Could be. I would wager BC simply because. I mean, in the past, correct me if I'm wrong, you know better than me, but the past couple of weeks, the meta has shifted to this Cyclone BC double-pronged attack. TY used it beautifully against Su.
What attack, sorry?
It's a first of all, we're getting BCs, the fusion core is going down. Second...
so BCs in the main base and Hellions in the third?
Yep.
Is that... Yeah. I do that myself as well.
Because it just works, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's actually quite hard to counter it because you need to have links in the correct position. So actually, if we look at this map, right? So by the time the BC hits, the third base will be saturated already. So there will be the entrance to the third base here, and there's another ramp here which connects to both the natural and the third base. So effectively, you have Zerglings in multiple positions to get a wrap around the Hellion when the Hellion dives in. All this while having to deal with a BC.
Wait. Are you saying that Hellion BC is good or bad on this map?
No. I'm just trying to say that it's hard to defend for the Zerg, like a double cross.
Okay.
As with BC and yeah. Well, this map is definitely pretty good for this kind of play, because the ramp near the natural it leads up to both the natural and the third base here. So
okay, now he's getting the BC. So he decided to get the third CC first, getting the wall up.
Okay, so we see, interestingly, we see two spines here. So he's anticipating this Hellion run. Okay, actually the Hellion died now.
Oh, they're trapped.
Okay, get some lane.
Are they dead?
Alright, so there's still 4 Hellions and a Reaper in the main base. Let's see how much he can do. Okay, 4 drones.
Oh, that's excellent already. They're stacked up again. 5, 6.
Oh, misfire.
Target fire. Target fire.
7.
8. Well, 8. Can I get an 8? Can I get an 8? Oh, he gets lucky number 8. By the way, during this entire discussion, I checked Nameless's vision. He has no idea about the fusion core.
Yeah, but he has spores already. I suppose it's so common. Alright, just now for a moment we actually saw Barrow being researched.
Probably like a misplay, because he was like microing his heart out.
Yeah. Okay, so now we see him transitioning to mech, but this time a classical version of the mech. Okay, the BC goes to the third. There's actually no spores here. There's only 2 queens. He can deal quite some damage. Okay, gets 1 drone.
Yep, this is like, okay, this is 3 guaranteed. Oh, the drones are back. A bit ambitious, but he's got enough queens to hold this off. And that's 5, 6.
But he's just gonna fly into the natural, and
natural has 2 queens at the spore.
Yeah, that should be enough. Alright, 6 drones, not bad at all. But he needs to get his BC out of here.
Oh, the queen's one in position. Okay, he needs to run.
Oh, 10 drones, that's very nice. But if we look at the grand scheme of things, Nameless is just overproducing drones here, right? Like, although 10 just went down, he still has 58 as of the Terran player. So, one way to counter this kind of aggression is simply by overproducing drones. So, because your BCs and the Hellions, so sometimes it's just to overproduce. Yeah.
Okay. Apologies, your line was cut a little bit here and there. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
I did hear what you said. Yeah, I did hear what you said about the drone thing. I was just thinking, like, that was the same response to the famous Mass Phoenix. Like, how do you counter Mass Phoenix? Make more drones.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
The BC is expensive. It has not returned to the dry dock, and he is not making any more BC. So this looks like a 1 BC build.
Yeah. Okay. So now, if we look at the units, Zerg, he's definitely having a lot of workers, and his 4th base is up and running here.
Yep.
But in terms of units, he actually doesn't have too much. He has only some things and just 2 banelings and 6 queens.
Terran is quite ahead in terms of army supply.
Yeah, and okay, so interestingly, he's going for the melee and the attack upgrade, and he's not going for armor upgrades, which is
why? Where's the BC?
Because usually against mech, I think if you have enough armor upgrades, they take 1 more shot to kill you, like the Hellions and
that's true.
Zerglings. The Hellion kind of takes more shot to kill Zerglings that's upgraded, if I'm not wrong.
Huh. That's an interesting theory. Interesting idea.
Okay, so his DarkVoid here is denying some creep. Very nice.
He's denying the 4th base.
He's actually gonna get surrounded. No, very nice catch here by Nameless.
Boom!
This is very expensive. But meanwhile, the battlecruiser is on the 4th base, but the Queen drove it back.
Yep.
So if we look at the workers and the economy, and we will realize actually DarkVoid he's doing pretty well. Like he has 4 bases, and the SCV he has 73 SCVs, and that's not even counting views.
No, but he's lost more gas.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay, so
here we go again.
Now the Zerg, he definitely knows what he's going up against. And,
yep. Well, he should know. It's been 3 games in a row.
Yeah. definitely, right? Yeah.
If you count like Series 1, yeah.
It seems that his answer here is
wrap around.
another wrap around. Okay. Okay, this is actually going very poorly for our Terran player.
Third time is certainly not the charm.
Yeah. Okay, so infestation plate is about to finish. Let's see whether he goes.
Infest.
Well,
He's also.
we see that,
god, here we go again.
We see a Nidus worm, right? So it's probably Swarm Host, I'll guess. Yeah.
It's been the past 3 games as well.
Yeah, okay. So, interestingly, after producing 2 tanks, he actually decided to switch back into the Battle Mech playstyle here.
Is it possible that his factories just like freed up and then he's like, okay, I have to replace that roaming core, if you will.
It's possible. Okay, so the BC, he's been proved back again. Actually, he has 15 kills, not bad at all. But Nameless here, he did a handful of corruptors to counter the BC.
Yeah. Oh, nice run by into the, what is the third base? 4 drones, 8 drones, 12 drones.
It's very
10,
nice, right?
13 drones.
Okay, it's not okay. Yeah, now he's done. So the blue flame is actually really critical.
Huge.
Because usually it takes 3 Hellion shots to kill a Zergling, but with Blue Flame it's only 2, right? So since you're going a Battle Mech style where you're focusing primarily on Hellions and Cyclones, it's important that your Hellions can actually 2-shot the Zergling instead of 3. That's much more efficient.
It's a whole 30% boost.
Yeah. Okay, but if... Yeah.
No, I gotta give it to DarkVoid. He is playing this almost as a Zerg. Like when you watch Raider Serral Dark play.
There's more run-bys here.
Yep. It's normally the Zerg doing this, right?
Yeah.
But
well,
no.
I suppose when you play this Battle Mech style, you have to be more aggressive. But he's kind of throwing away too many units at point. And if we look at the production tab, we'll see that the Zerg is getting infestors already, which is counter to this Battle Mech playstyle. But for our Terran, luckily he's actually transitioning to more tanks and force, which actually counters infestors without Neuro Parasite.
Yeah, it does. Now
we have some Swarm Host here.
Oh, beautiful! Like he scans.
And meanwhile, we have a run by into what is the base here.
Okay, this is something you definitely needed to do.
Okay, the Planetary Fortress is actually not finished. Okay, now the Locust. Let's see what he
gets. Oh god, my frames are dropping. There's too much action.
Okay, he gets 1 Tor. Very nice. Planetary Fortress is gonna fall here, but once again, this is actually the 5th base of the Terran. So, and he has just more command centers here already. I don't think that matters that much to him.
He's like, I got another one. I got another one.
Yeah. Okay. So now we're approaching a 12-minute mark. This is already late game, and the Hive now is almost finishing.
Yep.
It's a bit late, but
Broodlords?
Well, the thing is, in the current meta, Broodlords actually, they don't fare very well against this mech army, right? Especially with Force. Yeah.
Oh, but it looks like, he finally drops the Fungo. In the 3rd game, in the last game, he finally drops the Fungo.
Okay, so it doesn't chase, okay. Okay, we have another Nidus here. Terran scans it, Terran knows that it's coming.
Yep, he's like, it's this BS again.
But does he have enough though?
Does he have Hellions? Okay, he's got Hellions,
No. Well, I don't think
there's also a fight on the other side. The Cyclones are fighting in the next base. Oh man, there's too much action.
Meanwhile, in the meantime, there's a run by here in the 3rd base here. It's gonna get cleaned up. Drones go down, nothing major. Okay, so the Storm Host actually did quite a bit, right? It killed a handful of Cyclones and Hellions, and you need to keep in mind, it's actually free. Locusts are free units, so...
Yeah, that being said, he just lost like another... Like, Nameless is down to 63, he lost another 6 workers.
Oh, okay, we have more Nidus.
Oh yeah, but DarkVoid like pushing it back every single time. Really effectively. Who do you think's winning?
Okay, now currently I think that it's quite equal, but then it's more about the endgame transition. So if we look at the upgrades, Terran is slightly in favor. Okay.
Yep.
There's some Locust here.
Yep. The main army is engaging. Is this a good idea?
Oh, so a few Hellions getting caught off guard here. And the tanks are not sieged. Okay, sieged up. And the Hellions, they're just killing all the Zerglings.
Yep. Again, apologies to anyone watching at home. The frame rate has dropped a few times, but there's just been like too much action in this game.
Yeah, but I think Terran is definitely ahead, right?
Because there goes the BC, by the way.
There's just no end game plan here for the Zerg. If we look at the army, he has some infestors, yeah, but he doesn't have Bureau, he doesn't have Microbial Shroud.
Greater Spire just went up.
Yeah, and the Greater Spire only just now goes up. Oh, and he's losing so
beautiful.
many ravages here, the tanks.
Oh, beautiful, they're scared. He called.
Oh, no.
He
okay,
called
meanwhile
it
here,
intel.
Locust gets rid of the 5th base. So actually, the Locust is starting to pay for itself, and it's getting damage done consistently.
I mean, the same issue about Beck, right, is that you're not mobile, and the Dynasis is super
meanwhile,
mobile.
here we have some Cyclone here. They're getting rid of this base here. I don't even know which base is this anymore. Very nice.
The center base.
Yes.
It takes out the center base, it trains beautifully up at the side base. They're still rampaging about, and in the end another 6 drones go down.
But, to be fair, I think at this point you don't want to be producing Cyclones and Hellions anymore because it's getting to the late game, right? So these units, they just start to lose values. So we see now actually we have some Vipers here from our Zerg player.
So what should Talent do? Viking?
No,
Liberator?
Since he's going for this back army and his 3-3 is almost complete, I think that it would just be nice for him to go for Hellbats, tanks and force because these 3 units, they sort of play around each other and it's quite hard to counter them as a Zerg, right?
How do you counter it as Zerg?
Well, this the way that Sero does it, where he creates a bunch of Vipers and and Lurkers. He abducts the Tors and tanks one by one into Lurkers. That's one way, but it takes a lot of skill. Okay, here on the right hand side, there's a small hit squad of units getting caught off here.
Yep.
It's gonna get cleaned up by the Zerg.
But just as you say that, on the other side of the map, there's a massive Hellion
Yes, some Hellions are moving in. Okay,
it's huge.
there's actually not much workers here.
Oh, but if he goes up to the main base, like Nameless is struggling. Like he doesn't have that many mining bases. He's got what? 1.5. 15 workers just went down.
Yeah, well, I think the problem here for our Zerg player is that he's just not transitioning, and that's
but he
the
can't,
issue.
right? Well, he's got a lot of gas, but he's got no middles.
Yeah, okay, some Locusts, no, but they're gonna get away. The Hellions and the Cyclones, they're gonna get away.
They're too fast.
Yeah.
They're speeding away.
Okay.
You know, they're taking the PCN out of here.
Okay.
Okay, well...
Yeah, okay, so on the other side of the map, Terran, he's just getting his 5th base. I think this is the 3rd or 4th time.
Yep.
Yes, so...
He's getting his 5th base for the 3rd time.
Yeah. The only thing I like about the Zerg now is that he's constantly denying the 5th, but other than that, I kind of feel that he should... Now we see more these investors, they don't have no parasites and well, I suppose you don't do that since that he's still going for this battle. He should definitely transition out of it because it's really not that good in the late game.
No, wait, did he get duel?
No, he didn't. I don't think he did.
Oh yeah, he did get duel. Damn. Well, let's look at the units loss graph. Okay, so it's funny. So Terran has lost more gas, but Zerg has lost a lot more minerals.
Yeah.
Actually, it's a lot more even than I thought it would be.
Yes. However, in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty even, right?
Yeah. Okay, but let's be fair. DarkVoid isn't really transitioning into your Thor.
Yeah. Oh no, some investors getting caught here. That's bad.
Where?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
There's some locals here. They're gonna try to get this planetary fortress again for the 4th or 5th time.
I think they're gonna get it. There are not enough SCVs here to repair.
No, but they're gonna time out soon. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So close.
Yeah.
And then
okay, so this Battle Mag army, he's advancing it, and right, Zerg, there's just nothing Zerg can do against it because he's not transitioning, and he's getting infestors, but they're getting picked off one by one. So ideally, you want to chain fungos and you want to surround this army with links and baits, but he's not doing that. Even Brood Lords are good in this case.
He's got no minerals for that. He's got 2,000 gas and no minerals.
Yeah, so if we look at the supply, right, it's a clear telltale of how's going. 5k resources in the bank, and Zerg is just barely half its supply. Okay, so oh no, the Stormhost. DarkVoid is not paying attention, but he could have killed all the Stormhosts. I like it that he's denying this base, but
it's something.
I just don't
but
think
there's another run by here. Another 10 workers went down. It's 28 to 84 workers. Like, I've never seen this in a Terran game. Have you?
No, this I think this shows that Zerg is really far behind. Yeah, he gets this base, but so what? If you look at the other side of the map, how many bases he has now? Zerg, he has 3 bases, one of them gonna get killed.
Well, this is what you call a fantasy GG.
Okay, finally, one nice fungal, but it's just not enough. Too little, too late.
Yeah, a little way too late. Remind me how Savile deals with this again?
Well, he kind of goes into Hydras and Lurkers, then he adds Vipers, and he just yanks those mech units in. But he does that against the Thors and Siege Tank, but against the Battle Mech, I think
so how do you counter Battle Mech as Zerg?
Well, I think that it's good if you go for Lynx and Days and a lot of Infestor to chain fungal. Ideally, you want to set up surrounds and chain fungal there.
In the meantime, this BC right from the beginning of the game still getting kills.
Yes, it's at 22 kills now. Okay, yeah. Well, the Locusts, they're doing good, right? But it's just not enough. Even if you look at the main base of the Zerg, it's mined out. The natural, it's barely mining. The third base is dead.
Just nothing.
Yeah, he's got no mining.
Thankfully the Locusts are free, but once those are gone, there is actually nothing.
Yeah, Terran here actually takes the base here at the 9 o'clock position, so this is his 5th base, and there's one here at the 6 o'clock position as well.
You know, see, here's the thing about the Hellion Cyclone. I think at some point, DarkVoid realized that I don't need to tech out.
Oh, nice fungal, nice fungal. Yeah, that's what you need. That's how you
loss. Okay, this is much better, but he's still trading out, and these are losses that the Zerg cannot sustain.
Yeah, but you need to keep in mind that Zerg is no longer mining. So if we look at the income, you see that there's no minerals being mined, and there's only mining from one gas, which is going to run out very.
Zerg is not mining a single mineral.
So I think this is basically it. There's no way the Zerg can win. Just a matter of when he taps out. He gets 2 cyclones, but
no, maybe he's even that BC like teleporting in to deal with these.
Yeah. Alright. He's getting these bases 9 expansions, but on the other side, he has nothing to really counter this battle mech base.
He does not.
Yeah. So his investors.
Maybe he's hoping. Maybe he's hoping DarkVoid, starves to death, like physically.
I think well, once his units go down, we'll know.
No. When I say starve, I mean like dinner.
Well.
But yeah, well, still, he played good games. This was a great series, I think.
Yeah. The some host here, they're really not doing anything. This is it, right, for the Zerg. He has really not much left. Okay, that's it.